On May 8, 2025, India experienced a significant breach of its airspace. Hundreds of drones, later identified as Turkish-made Songar armed drones, crossed into Indian territory. These drones were spotted along India's northern and western borders, raising serious concerns within the Indian security apparatus. This incident, unprecedented in its scale and audacity, brought to light the growing strategic partnership between Turkey and Pakistan. The timing of the drone intrusion coincided with a visit by a Turkish military transport aircraft to Karachi. Further fueling suspicions, a Turkish military delegation arrived in Pakistan shortly after the incident. The intrusion of Turkish-made drones into Indian airspace marked a turning point in the perception of the Turkey-Pakistan alliance. What was once viewed as a symbolic partnership now held tangible security implications for India. The incident served as a stark reminder of the growing defense capabilities of both Turkey and Pakistan and their willingness to collaborate on matters of strategic importance. The event triggered immediate responses from the Indian government. New Delhi lodged a strong protest with Ankara, demanding an explanation for the presence of Turkish drones within Indian airspace. India's defense establishment initiated investigations to ascertain the extent of the incursion and assess potential security breaches. This incident underscored the need for India to bolster its air defense capabilities and re-evaluate its strategic posture in light of the evolving Turkey-Pakistan partnership. The drone intrusion was not an isolated incident. It highlighted a deepening defense relationship between Turkey and Pakistan, one that has been evolving for years. The foundation of this cooperation rests on significant arms deals and technology transfers. In 2018, Turkey and Pakistan signed a $1.5 billion deal for the construction of 4 Milgem-class corvettes for the Pakistan Navy. This deal, one of the largest in Turkish defense history, aimed to enhance Pakistan's naval capabilities in the Arabian Sea and beyond. Turkey's support for Pakistan's military modernization extends beyond naval vessels. Turkey has been a key supplier of F-16 fighter jets, enhancing Pakistan's air power projection. The two countries have also explored collaboration on attack helicopters, further strengthening Pakistan's offensive capabilities. This steady flow of advanced weaponry from Turkey to Pakistan has significantly bolstered Pakistan's military strength, raising concerns in India about the shifting balance of power in the region. Beyond conventional platforms, the partnership has ventured into the realm of unmanned systems and missile technology. Pakistan has acquired Bayraktar TB2 drones from Turkey, significantly augmenting its surveillance and strike capabilities. These drones, battle-tested in various conflicts, provide Pakistan with a potent tool for border surveillance and potential offensive operations. Adding to India's concerns is the acquisition of Kamanki's cruise missiles by Pakistan from Turkey. These missiles, capable of striking targets hundreds of kilometers away, enhance Pakistan's ability to project power deep into Indian territory. The transfer of such advanced missile technology underscores the deepening strategic trust between the two nations. The Turkey-Pakistan alliance extends beyond the realm of defense cooperation. Turkey, under President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, has emerged as a vocal supporter of Pakistan on the international stage, particularly on the issue of Kashmir. Erdogan has consistently used international platforms, including the United Nations General Assembly, to criticize India's policies in Kashmir and express solidarity with Pakistan's stance. This vocal support has emboldened Pakistan and further strained relations with India. Erdogan's affinity for Pakistan and his willingness to challenge India on Kashmir stem from a confluence of factors. Ideologically, Erdogan views himself as a champion of Muslim causes globally, and the Kashmir issue resonates with his vision of Turkey as a protector of Muslim interests. He has often drawn parallels between the Palestinian struggle and the Kashmir dispute, framing both as instances of Muslim populations facing oppression. Geopolitically, Turkey, under Erdogan, seeks to expand its influence beyond its immediate neighborhood. Pakistan, with its strategic location and close ties to the Muslim world, serves as a valuable ally in this endeavor. By supporting Pakistan on Kashmir, Erdogan aims to garner support from Pakistan and other Muslim-majority nations, furthering his ambition of positioning Turkey as a leading voice in the Islamic world. Beyond rhetoric, Turkey has taken concrete steps to demonstrate its solidarity with Pakistan. After the Pulwama attack in 2019 and India's subsequent airstrikes on Balakot, Erdogan was among the few world leaders who openly sided with Pakistan. He condemned India's actions and pledged unwavering support to Pakistan. This unwavering support, often at the expense of India's sensitivities, has fueled perceptions in New Delhi of Turkey as a partisan actor in the region. India has not remained passive in the face of the burgeoning Turkey-Pakistan alliance. Recognizing the potential threat this partnership poses, India has taken steps to counter its influence. One approach involves strengthening ties with countries that share India's concerns about Turkey's assertive foreign policy. This has led to a deepening of India's relationships with Greece, Cyprus and Armenia, all of whom have historical grievances with Turkey. India's engagement with Greece and Cyprus focuses on bolstering defense and maritime cooperation in the Eastern Mediterranean. Both nations view Turkey's assertive actions in the region, particularly its maritime claims and energy exploration activities, as a threat to their interests. India's naval exercises with Greece and Cyprus, coupled with intelligence sharing agreements, aim to contain Turkey's maritime ambitions and demonstrate India's resolve to challenge Ankara's assertiveness. India's outreach to Armenia holds particular significance. Armenia and Turkey have a long-standing historical animosity stemming from the Armenian genocide during World War I, an event Turkey continues to deny. India's decision to become Armenia's largest arms supplier, providing Yerevan with weapon systems such as the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher and the Swati weapon locating radar, is seen as a direct challenge to Turkish influence in the South Caucasus. Section 5. A bridge too far: India's aid and its limits. India's efforts to manage the Turkey-Pakistan alliance have not been limited to countering it. In a gesture of goodwill and humanitarian assistance, India extended a helping hand to Turkey following the devastating earthquake in 2023. India launched Operation Dost, providing immediate relief in the form of search and rescue teams, medical supplies, and essential goods. This humanitarian assistance was widely appreciated by the Turkish people and earned India praise on the international stage. Despite India's humanitarian outreach, the gesture did not translate into a significant shift in Turkey's stance toward Pakistan. While Ankara acknowledged and appreciated India's assistance, it did not lead to a re-evaluation of Turkey's strategic partnership with Islamabad. Turkey's support for Pakistan on Kashmir remained unwavering, and defense cooperation between the two countries continued unabated. The limited impact of India's aid on Turkey's policies can be attributed to several factors. First, Turkey's relationship with Pakistan is deeply rooted in shared history, religious affinity, and strategic convergence. These factors outweigh any transient goodwill generated by humanitarian assistance. Second, Turkey views its relationship with Pakistan through the lens of its broader geopolitical ambitions. Pakistan serves as a gateway to the Muslim world and a key partner in Turkey's pursuit of regional influence. Section 6. High-level engagements, cementing the partnership. The strategic partnership between Turkey and Pakistan is further solidified by frequent high-level engagements and visits between the two countries. These engagements provide platforms for leaders to reaffirm their commitment to the relationship, discuss areas of further cooperation, and coordinate their stances on regional and international issues. The establishment of the High-Level Strategic Cooperation Council in 2009 institutionalized the strategic dialogue between the two countries. The HLSCC, co-chaired by the Prime Ministers of both countries, provides a mechanism for regular consultations on a wide range of bilateral, regional and global issues. The frequency of these high-level visits underscores the importance both countries attach to the relationship. President Erdogan has visited Pakistan numerous times during his tenure, each visit accompanied by pledges of deeper cooperation and pronouncements of solidarity. Similarly, Pakistani leaders have made frequent trips to Turkey, further cementing the bonds between the two countries. Section 7. The Kashmir Conundrum, a point of contention. The Kashmir issue remains a significant point of contention between India and the Turkey-Pakistan alliance. Turkey's unwavering support for Pakistan's stance on Kashmir, often articulated in inflammatory language, has deeply angered India. Erdogan's repeated calls for a multilateral solution to the Kashmir dispute, bypassing bilateral mechanisms between India and Pakistan, are seen by New Delhi as interference in its internal affairs. India maintains that Kashmir is an integral part of its territory and that any resolution to the dispute must be found through bilateral dialogue with Pakistan. It rejects any external mediation or internationalization of the issue. Turkey's active involvement in supporting Pakistan's narrative on Kashmir, therefore, presents a significant obstacle to improving relations between India and Turkey. The Kashmir issue has also impacted economic ties between India and Turkey. India has been cautious about Turkish investments in Kashmir, fearing that such investments could be used to further Pakistan's agenda in the region. Similarly, Turkey's support for Pakistan has discouraged some Indian businesses from investing in Turkey. Section 8. Economic Considerations. The IMEC Initiative. In a strategic move aimed at circumventing Turkey's influence in the region, India has been actively promoting the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor. This ambitious project aims to connect India with Europe through a network of maritime and land routes, bypassing traditional trade routes that pass through Turkey. The IMEC, when operational, will reduce India's reliance on Turkish ports and transportation networks for trade with Europe and the Middle East. It will also provide India with alternative access to energy resources in the Middle East, bypassing Turkey's potential influence over energy transit routes. The IMEC initiative has garnered support from several countries in the Middle East and Europe, who see it as a viable alternative to existing trade routes. The project, once completed, has the potential to reshape trade patterns in the region and diminish Turkey's strategic leverage as a transit hub. Section 9. The future of the alliance, challenges and opportunities. The future of the Turkey-Pakistan alliance will depend on a complex interplay of factors, including domestic political developments in both countries, regional security dynamics, and the evolving global order. While the alliance is likely to endure, it will face challenges and opportunities that will shape its trajectory. One potential challenge stems from the internal political situations in both Turkey and Pakistan. Both countries face economic headwinds, political polarization, and security concerns. These internal challenges could divert attention and resources away from the alliance, potentially slowing down its momentum. Despite the challenges, the Turkey-Pakistan alliance is likely to persist due to the deep convergence of interests and shared worldview. Both countries view themselves as rising powers in their respective regions and share a common desire to reshape the global order to better reflect their interests. This shared vision, coupled with their historical ties and cultural affinity, provides a strong foundation for the alliance to endure. The future of the alliance will also depend on how India chooses to engage with it. A confrontational approach from India could further solidify the alliance and push it towards a more overtly anti-India stance. On the other hand, a more nuanced approach that seeks to address India's concerns while exploring areas of cooperation could potentially mitigate the alliance's negative implications for India's security and interests. Like and subscribe for more.